friends, and welcome to my crafty space where I share my memory keeping projects and processes with all of you. If this is your first time here, then hello and welcome. My name is Krystal and I am super excited that you are here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you can see all of my future crafty videos, and any of the products or links that I mention in this video I will have in that description box below. So today I am working on a story that will go into my story album that is all about going through our children's clothes and giving them away. So I am using the Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit that just came out. So this kit is April themed and therefore has a lot of like spring cleaning and growing and that sort of theme to the products. So I printed this picture of myself with a bunch of tubs of clothes, and don't be fooled, we had so many more tubs than this. It was insane. I just picked 3 of them, put them on the floor, and took a picture with them. And then I also have a picture of my sister and my sister-in-law who came over to shop my stash. I already did my journaling onto the journaling cards. I printed my journaling this time using my computer and Photoshop. So I've got a card that says, life is a balance of holding on and letting go. And then this one that says, transitions, find the beauty. So probably while I do my process, I will read those that journaling to you. And then underneath, I plan to do a flip up where I've got another picture of the bins, and then this, which is a picture of me as a baby in this little pink dress, and then a picture of my daughter in the same little pink dress, and then just a picture of the little pink dress. So that's just like a side story. So what I'm going to do, I'm recovering from a little bit of a cold that I've had this weekend, so I feel like I'm a little nasally today, and it's harder to talk than normal. So even though this process is going to be really easy and probably short, I am going to just speed you guys up and do a voiceover, and I'll probably do my voiceover in a couple days so that my voice can get back to normal, I hope. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put you guys on fast forward. Let's get this done, and I will voice over and take you through my process. All right, let's do this. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is to set most everything to the side and get to work on this flip up. I don't know how, but that photo got like an itty bitty little piece of adhesive on it, so I had to get that off first. So before I can assemble the flip up, the first thing I need to do is finish up this journaling card. So I decided I wanted to put some kind of stamping title at the top of the page. So I measured out 1 inch from the top, and I just made a couple of little marks with a pencil. Then I went and found one of these really thick washi tapes. And this first one I'll put on there, and then I realized that there's like a little like notch at the top. And so I'm going to take that off, and it's super, super sticky. So I had to try really hard not to rip my paper. And then I will get a different strip of it that does not have any rips or anything in it. And I'm going to just like stick my hands to it to try to get rid of some of that stickiness. It kind of helps, but it's okay. So I am going to tape that right underneath those pencil marks. And then I pulled out this stamp set. This is from the September 2018 Stories by the Month kit. And it had the word transitions, which was perfect because the journaling card on the front side says transitions. So it went together really well. Then I am going to pull over 4 of my Ali Edwards Crafters inks. So you guys, last week was stamp week, and so even though the inks were not on sale, I did stock up on some new stamps, and I also decided to just bite the bullet and get Ali's inks because the only one I had was Olympia, and I really liked it. So I wanted to get a couple more. Plus, I know that they match her cards and her colors really well. So for this, I pulled out the 4. So I have that teal color, which I believe is Columbia. And then the pink color is Rose Garden. I'm going to go grab them, make sure I'm telling you the right colors here. The light pink is Astoria, I think. So we got Columbia, Rose Garden, Astoria, and then Tillamook is the orange. So I stamped all 4 of those colors out because I was trying to base it on the little circle stickers you see there. So there's like a blue, a pink, a teal, a gray, an orange. And then I pulled over the transitions card and the photo that's going to be on top to help me pick which colors I wanted to use. And I ended up doing 3 of the 4. So I put away the orange because I just felt like it was a little too dark for what I wanted to go for. So I put the orange away, and I'm just going to use a combination of these 3. So now I want to stamp them in a diagonal on this card, which is why I needed that washi tape at the bottom so that I wouldn't stamp below where I wanted it to go. Another thing I had to do is to alternate the orientation of the stamp. So some of them I put so that the end of the word made it onto the card, and some of them I made it so that the beginning of the word made it on the card, because otherwise you wouldn't have known what that word was if all you could see was the middle of it. So you'll see me do that. And then I'm just going to alternate the colors. So I do the light pink, the dark pink, and then the teal. And I just repeat that until I get to the end of this card. So, and after I get everything stamped on here, I will take off that washi tape and tape down the 3 photos. So like I said, these photos, the very first one is a picture of me when I was a baby. My mom got this little like pink dress for me, and I don't remember how old I was, but probably somewhere between 6 and 9 months when she took that picture. So that first one is a picture of me when I pull them back over. Then my mom and I share in common that we are both purgers, so we don't keep a lot of stuff. So I only had like a handful of outfits that she kept from when I was a baby or my siblings, and this was one of the only ones that was mine, was this pink dress. So I pulled that out for Izzy, and we took a picture of her when she was 7 months old in the same dress. So that's the picture that I'm putting on right now. This one is her. We took all of her pictures next to that like fox stuffed animal just to like track how big she was getting. But what's super special about this picture is that she and I are around the same age in the same outfit, and it's super cute. So then when we were going through our clothes this weekend, I came across the dress, and it does have a couple stains on it. So I was debating, like, do I just donate it or do I keep it? And I ultimately decided to keep it because it's one of the only things that was mine. So I can read you that journaling really quick while I assemble the rest of this flip out or flip up. So my journaling says, I can't believe how fast the years have passed. I love seeing our similarities as babies, and I love that we both have a photo in this same little dress. Today, as I was dividing out your baby clothes to give away, I paused for a moment at this one. While the dress is no longer pristine and has a few small stains, I couldn't bring myself to donate it, and so I've stored it away for you. For if and when the day comes that you have children of your own, and maybe, just maybe, this little dress still has a few more generations of life in her. So that's my journaling there. So that's just kind of like a side story to the main story. So what you just saw me do was assemble the first portions of this flip out. I use plain white cardstock. I cut it to 6 inches by 2 inches, and then I score it at 1 inch. One section of that gets adhered to the back of the bottom card, and the other section is sandwiched in between the top 2 cards, and that allows this to just flip up. So now I am just going to work on embellishing the rest of this. I will hole punch the large photo. That's a picture my husband took of me. I pulled out a bunch of bins and asked him to take a picture. So the lighting is not great because the sun was shining in the window, but that is okay. The idea is still there. So I'm going to hole punch it, and then we're going to work on the embellishments. I have 3 of the chipboard embellishments. One is a circle that says taking time to clean it all out. One is a tiny little one that says growing up, and one is one that says saying goodbye to stuff. So I'm going to use a combination of the chipboard stickers and the circle cardstock stickers to embellish the rest of this page. While I am hemming and hawing over where to put everything, I can read you the rest of the journaling on this page. So at the top, once I flip down, there is a gray card, which honestly was the jumping off point for this entire story. It says, "Life is a balance of holding on and letting go." And here's what I said. I said, "I have never been a sentimental person when it comes to stuff. When we are organizing, I'm the first one to say donate it or throw it away. I am not a keeper. Luckily, Aaron is a little more so than me. However, when it came to giving away all of the clothes from my children, I did feel a little sad. It felt like letting go of their baby years and acknowledging they are growing up, but it also made me feel like squeezing them and telling them how much I love them. While the days keep passing and life keeps changing, I'm so glad that we will always have so many good memories to hold on to." And then down below, right here where it says traditions on the rainbow card, my journaling there says, "For the longest time, Aaron and I were debating whether to have 2 or 3 kids. Since we knew we wanted a few, we held on to all of our kid clothes from Isabella. After Jonah was born, we made the decision to be done. We love both of our kids so much and feel like our family is complete. So that left us with a storage room full of clothes that need to find a new home. This past weekend, Alex and Caitlin surprised us with the announcement that they are pregnant," which, a side note, Alex is my husband's twin brother and Caitlin is his wife. Okay. "We are super excited because we are finally going to be an aunt and uncle. We cannot wait to have a new niece or nephew to dote on. In the meantime, it also meant that we had someone to gift our clothes to. So over the weekend, Caitlin and Haley came over to sort through and pick out clothes they will want for their future kids. They each filled up 2 giant tubs of clothes. It was so exciting, both to clear out the storage room and to know that our beloved kids' clothes are going to good homes. Although it is bittersweet to say goodbye to all the cute little outfits, it also makes me so happy to pass them on to our loved ones." So that was the story. So Aaron and I had our kids. We had Izzy 5 years ago, so we were pregnant almost 6 years ago. And at the time, Aaron and I never thought that it would be almost 6 years before we became an aunt and uncle. So now we're just really excited that it seems like everyone is starting to finally have kids. All right, you guys, well, that is going to complete this spread, so we will slow down and close you out. Okay, so that completes this spread, and I am really happy with this. It is clean and like springy, but colorful at the same time. This was like not a happy accident, it's not an accident, but definitely serendipitous that I had a stamp set that had the word transitions on it, since that's what this one says right here. So I really like the way that worked. I love this little like smaller story inside of the bigger story, which is really cool. And I'm really glad I had the opportunity to document something like this because, it's something I may not have otherwise. But something that's momentous and has a lot of meaning for me. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up down below, and let me know if you guys have a hard time getting rid of the things that you own? Or are you more like me where you don't have as much sentimentality with it and it's easier to just toss it? I would be curious to know if I am alone in the need to purge type of mentality. Until next time, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye now.